Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. And this one, before I do it, I've heard people say much worse things than I'm going to say on here. Just not violate community guidelines. This actually helps the community. This one will help the community because, like Rome before us, as long as the guys were masculine and brutes, the society flourished. I know y'all want everything to change and be more fair, but your society ain't gonna wait, what's this on my glasses? Y'all know I be checking myself in the mirror, but that's fine. Your society is not gonna flourish with identity crisis. It's just not. So let me do a check. Okay. This one is entitled 10 things / behaviors. 10 behaviors of zesty, soft, non-masculine men. Now, y'all thought I was just going to come on here and talk about women? I wouldn't be the truth man if I was. I would be the biased man. This is the No Matrix channel. This is for No Matrix men. We do what we have to do and what's essential to thrive in our lives. And everything else, we don't worry about nobody's feelings. Facts come before feelings. So let's begin with this list, and we'll try to make this as short as possible. I know, like I always say, you ain't watching a game or something, you can't sit through some viable, reliable information. So let's begin. But before I do, let me text this person and tell them what I'm doing right now. These people gonna start calling. 10 things the zesty, soft, non-masculine men do. Behaviors they possess. Number 1, petty conflicts. I know in the hoods of the Midwest in particular, people think they are being a man by starting stuff. Men don't start stuff. Men don't start stuff. Now, if you say something that people don't like and something escalates, because that's not starting stuff. That's just you saying something people don't like. But I'm talking about the petty conflicts. And I worked in corrections, and I'm sure I will again one day, possibly. And I saw these petty conflicts, like when you be a man with these guys, now they want to kill you and they want to jump you and they want to do all this other weird stuff just because you dealt with them like a man. They don't know the different kinds of respect. Like if you're a young man, like you 15, 16, and a man is talking to you like you're a man, that's respect. But some people, they didn't learn that. They've been around all women their whole life. So they don't understand that when you addressing them and when you giving them, trying to get them to hold themselves accountable, that's dealing with them like a man. That's what they need. But these guys are zesty. They soft. They not masculine. Nobody taught them how to be masculine, so they take it the wrong way. And what's the result? Petty conflicts. They say, I hear them saying it all the time. They got a saying in Milwaukee. I don't know if it's from a movie. I asked somebody yesterday, was it from a movie? They said, they didn't stop making guns when they made yours. Man, forget guns. If you got them, you got them. I got them. But I'm just saying, like, you can't solve your problems without guns. Petty. That's petty conflicts. Petty conflicts. And these zesty dudes, they think that this makes them tough, that this makes them a man. Going and shooting somebody down makes you a man. You gonna be showering with other guys. If that's what you want, man, listen. If that's what you want, because you gonna get caught eventually. You keep doing this stuff, you gonna get caught. Some of them, they won't admit that they want to compare wing ding. They want to see other guys. Like the dude was telling me in Texas. In the prisons, they got this thing called PREA law. Prison Rape Elimination Act. And it was an excellent law because of guys that I'm going to talk about today. So the guy in Texas, he did some prison time. He told me that they shower backwards based. And you can't get on me for this because it's guys with channels that you monetize to talk about this. So he said that they shower with their backside to the wall. Because guys won't admit that this is what they are. Some of them intentionally, they don't worry about going to prison and jail because secretly this is what they want. Petty conflicts. Homicide rising all over the country. One main reason, because guys just not men. Even when I was younger and I thought more along these lines, it was many times I was like, nah, man, he ain't worth it. Men, I could have put this on the list too. Having to prove yourself. But that's one of the reasons why petty conflict. Number 2, fighting over women. A real man, no matter how you look at my beard. Y'all can't, if I went out here right now and just went to work talking to women, you can't tell me. If I was that type of guy, you can't tell me. I'll be getting the spread tonight. Real men don't fight over women. If your woman goes through a crisis where she can't figure out who she wants, then you can't just run out and divorce people, because that'll benefit her. She'll get paid in some cases. But when they start having that crisis, then really, if it happened in the beginning before you get to that marriage stuff, you should have just left them alone back there. Giving people their numbers, always in dude's face, all that. Listen, you don't fight over women. Like, I remember one time, me and my wife was boyfriend and girlfriend. And this dude just kept, every time I look up, this dude just kept like being in her face, like. And so, you know how they had the little diamond windows in the front of the bar? I'm talking to one of my friends. I look through the window, here he is again. And I punched him out. I knocked both. It sound weird, but when I hit him, I knocked both of them out because he went into the driver and they like hit heads. And they both was like this. Then the driver shook it off, started his car and sped off. I really shouldn't have even did that. I did it, in my mind, I did it because he was disrespected. Like he was trying to act like I was soft. But that was a time where it could have went either way. Like I didn't really even have to do that. I just was thinking like that anyway. It was other stuff that was happening that night. And he just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But fighting over women, that's not masculine behavior. See, you got to develop your masculinity. And then, like, some of these women, like Patrice O'Neal used to talk about this, that guys don't know how to shut their women up. They women only run in their mouth because they know you're going to help them. That's what they do. That's why, look at my list. Fighting over women, it's going to be a couple things on it. Women, this is what they do. They'll start some stuff passively. and you like the dude at the game. This wife all in the dude's face. The masculine behavior, he would have grabbed, get out of his face. If he hit you, you don't. He would have been like, if he hit you, you don't expect me to defend you. Get out of this man's face. But, oh, the United States, oh, let's let our women be equal. Man, get back there. You got my last name. Now you got dudes even trying to take women's last name. What kind of stuff is that, man? So number 3, wearing non-masculine apparel. We're just going to leave that one right there. Right there. Number 4, not raising or providing for their kids. You think you doing something because you making babies. You got the tool, you using the tool. But you ain't using the rest of your tools, which supposed to be up here. You making babies. Oh, bussin'. Oh, this one, that one, this one, that one, this one. Every girl you with, you making a baby with her. But you ain't man enough to like, okay, well, I got all these kids. You should have a schedule. I'm going to check on this one, this one, this. They don't do that. These guys here in Milwaukee, they'll try to have a baby with every woman they meet. That's not manly, man. That's animalistic. That's what anteaters and all of them, that's what they do. Number 5, refusing to work. Refusing to work. Don't tell me you filled out one application. You don't have a job, but you ain't filled out no more? You don't got no source of income. Now, again, like, it's different things happen where you might need a little help. We're not talking about that. Where you might want to work as a team. Like if you married to somebody or you got a girlfriend and live with you and y'all don't got young kids, y'all both should be teaming up. But you should not be refusing to work and you should not be living off of her. That's not manly. That's like 2 women in a relationship. You should at least, okay, if she makes more and you say, well, why would I work? She would make way more. I'm glad you asked. You could be doing something out the house. You got fantasy leagues. You got all type of stuff that can generate income. Now, next thing, number 6, robbing people and stealing. I know y'all been taught by these rappers who work for your enemies. They work for your enemies. And some of them, they independently work for your enemies. You say, well, I'm on an independent level. I would never join them peoples. Yeah, but what you talking about, you still working for them, though. You still putting out the message they want you to put out, though. You still living the life that they want to depopulate. So you still with them. You might as well. You still with them. Robbing people. It's not cute. It's not cool. It's not manly. It's not manly. When the times where I was basically homeless, you could say. In one particular time, I had 5 guns. Never did anything to give myself what I wanted and needed. And never will. You got to man up. You got to use your charm and your charisma. That's what men do. Get you an interview. Keep interviewing until you get a job. That's what men do. Men don't walk around shooting everybody. Oh, give me this. Run his pockets. No. Listen, you zesty. You a zesty guy. You zesty. You soft. Oh, I'm going to shoot you for the soft. You like Baphomet. Look at the Baphomet picture. That's you. If you think that robbing and stealing is something, man, well, man, I got to do what I got to do with my kid. You're not being a man. You're not being a man. You more man. Those guys that selling water is way more manly than you. As long as they ain't doing nothing illegal with the money, they way more manly than you. In terms of harming other people. Number 7, making excuses and letting them stop you. Man, the white man, the white man, the struggle, man. The struggle, man. Man, listen, let me tell you about what happened yesterday. This is a good learning. So, I ain't gonna say which gig, but one of them I delivered packages. And it was a 4th of July parade going on. Oh, more white folks than State Fair. And again, y'all hear me saying all the time, I don't have no problem with them. A lot of them, they got a problem with me because they naive. They're brainwashed. They think every black person that comes around is going to try start some stuff or try some stuff. But I walked through that parade looking for that house, and I felt within myself that I was the strongest person there. And that's why they was looking at me like that. I mean, it was guys there, and it wasn't that many of them that was bigger than me. Might not have been any. I ain't see one person that was taller and bigger than me at that parade. So I'm walking through there. A lot of them moving out my way. A lot of them not paying attention. I'm just being polite. Excuse me, pardon me, because that's how I am. And I ain't think nothing of it. I fear the Most High. I don't. People is people. Like they not even putting a drip of sweat on my balls. Excuse my language. Number 8, drug addiction. Oh, life is stealing me. Oh, I gotta get. Oh. So now you trying to get high. You causing your teeth to fall out. You causing this, causing that. That's zesty, soft. Buck up. Buck up and stop doing that stuff. Oh, man. Oh, I need to smoke weed. Oh, if I don't, I'm not going to feel good. This helps the community. It doesn't violate community guidelines. Number 9, panhandling. You got some change? Not manly. Not manly. You could walk, you could stand up right there. You can find you a job or sell something. You can get somebody to take you to Sam, be like, hey man, you think you can take me to Sam so I can buy some stuff that I can sell? You not being a man. You not being a man. You just not. Number 10, thinking you tough because of who you know. Thinking you tough because of your cousins, your big brother, your uncles. It's not manly. You walking around starting stuff and being on 10, going from 0 to 100 because of who you know, because you know you can call this person soft. You. That's you. Because of who you can call. You gonna put them in jeopardy. I remember how I used to be. If somebody tried to come to your defense, I would be even madder at them than you. If you started some stuff with me and somebody tried to come help you, I would get them first back in them days. Like literally, like I ain't gonna put my experiences on here, but I never liked it that, and I hate it even more now. Because you be having guys that don't even weigh 125 pounds. You might as well wear yoga pants, how tight your pants is. But they, because of who they hang with, who they grew up with, who they can go call, they think they tough. How tough are you by yourself? With no guns? Well, you'll see them and they acting weird. Because all they gonna do is just call this person, call that person. How many people gotta go to jail for you? Reckless endangerment of safety, shooting up the block for you. Y'all dudes need to start telling these people. Like I was in McDonald's. And I was laughing to myself because I heard this guy conversation. And apparently he had just got out of jail. And one of his cousins tried to call him. He's looking furious. He just listened to him. He said, man, forget about that. After that, blah, blah, blah. He hung up on his cousin, was like, calling his cousin all HO304A ninjas. Handle your own bleep. And that's understandable. Because thinking you tough because of who you know. I got uncles that ain't no joke. But that ain't why I act in any way how I act. Cousins, uncles, and you don't even know if they're going to come to your defense. But that ain't why I act the way I act. I act the way I act because I'm a man. But it's people out there, and in closing, that they do these things because, well, hey man, I need you to pull up. I need you to pull up. But by themselves, why'd you hit me in my face? This is the truth, man. The channel is no matrix, no doing any of this stuff that I mentioned. You need to man up. You got the tools to be a man, be a man. Be a man. Guys out here committing crimes and running. They on the run. If you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. Because if you do the crime, you got to do the time. That's what men do. That's you wanted to you thought that was being a man? Okay. They know you did it. Go turn yourself in. Gladiator school. It's time for gladiator school. You don't want to go to prison? Stop doing stuff. Man up. Leave people cars alone. And that's for you youngsters. And y'all know who I'm talking to. Especially in Milwaukee. One of the highest car thefts in the country. Man up. You don't want to go to DT? You don't want to go to Lincoln Hills? Leave these people stuff alone. You being a little punk. Go get you a job. I know these kids. This one kid in particular. He's off probation now and he's changing his life around. I tell him every time I see him, man, you doing good. Manning up. Holding down a job. Hopefully he won't let these non-men in society dictate how he do things. But thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.